In this video, I'm going to show you how I make sauerkraut with a pretty small amount of investment in equipment. So that's a picture of some that's already done. And the first thing I did today was go out to Firehouse Subs, and I got two of these buckets, and they were $2 a piece. And I got 15 pounds of cabbage and 9 tablespoons of salt. And you're going to have to do some mixing later, and you're going to, after fermentation, come up with some kraut. So first thing you need, well, I don't need, but it makes it a lot easier, is to have a food processor. And you have to get it all down the neck of this thing, and so you ought to cut your cabbage up into pieces that will fit down there, obviously. And you use the slicing side, so you get long, thin strips like this. It's sort of hard to see in this, but if you put your cabbage in there so that the blade comes across a lot of layers, you'll get a really nice fine cut. And usually what I do is I pull out the core just with a paring knife, and then I cut like this, just wide enough so it'll fit down the mouth of that food processor. And you can just, once you get that cut like that, you can just sort of roll it out there and have a lot of fat the other way generally what you're doing is have stuff down there. You can always slow it if you can. Faster will make it thicker. Just push it very slowly. I like this thing as possible. The more you cut it, the more water can come out of the cabbage to get your liquid. So yeah, I've washed these buckets. They're going to still smell like pickles for a while, but I don't think it'll affect the flavor. And you put in some salt. I don't know. You just sort of throw it in there. And after fermentation, you can end up with kraut. But anyway, this is mixing in the salt. I just do it with my hands. I've washed my hands very carefully. So you keep on doing that until you get to the point where you can rinse off all your equipment. And while you're rinsing, your cabbage will be oozing out water or liquid. So we need something to push down on the top of the cabbage, and I found out that if you have about 15 pounds worth of cabbage and you cut along this outside ring of one of the lids, you'll get a disc that's about the right size to push down the cabbage. Now I clean off the edge because otherwise that might get moldy. It's not a big deal. When you open it up, if you see any mold, you can just scrape it off. But having this lid on there and pushing it down so that the liquid comes right out. It's hard to see, but the liquid is pouring out over onto the top of that plastic. The plastic is actually just slightly too big, so it's sort of buckling a little bit. If I had to do it again, I'd cut it a little smaller, but it'll work. And so I'm pushing down, and some people pound the cabbage, with a tool, but I didn't figure that pounding was really all that necessary. And in a bucket, it doesn't pound that well anyway because it's sort of springy. So I just decided I'm not even going to pound it. But what I am going to do is keep that disc of plastic down, and I just making this stuff up as I go along. I cut a stick to the right length, and I put it on top of the plastic, and I sort of suspended it in there with some dental floss. And this is optional. You can just put the lid on a little bit loose and let it let gas escape. But I like to put a bubbler on. Since I'm a home brewer, I actually have bubblers sitting around. You can get them at a local homebrew supply store. You can order them. They're only a couple of bucks. And you can get a drilled stopper too. So yeah, I just drilled out one of the lids. So here I bought 2 buckets of 2 lids, and I've already destroyed both lids. But that's why I got 2 buckets, because I only needed 1 bucket, but I needed 2 lids. All right, so with that stick suspended in there, I just click down the sides of the top, the lid, and I can feel there that it's definitely holding. So it's pushing down. It's like a spring pushing down. The top is acting like a spring pushing straight down on the disc, and so it'll keep that down. It won't float up. So there you have it. Kraut for $4. $2 a piece on the barrels. Hope you enjoyed it.